NCRP Productions presents Unhallowed Metropolis, Secrets in the Sands, Episode 25. And welcome back to Unhallowed Metropolis, Secrets in the Sands. This is Barry, your Game Master. I'm going to go around the room, have everyone introduce themselves, and we'll begin.
Hi there, I'm Jill, and I'm playing Raya the Mourner.
This is Matt, and I'm playing Ayden, the Antiquarian.
Hello, I'm Michael. I'm playing Dr. Wolf, the doctor specializing in chemistry. I'm very calm. Very, very calm right now. How are you?
Hello everyone, I'm Ty. I'm running Ray Callahan, our Pugilist.
Hi, it's Sequoia, and I'm running Frankie, the Undertaker.
Hi, this is Pedro, and I'm running Dr. Desmond Wright, the Doctor. Who's also very calm. Very calm.
So, when we left off last time, we had an exposition by Dr. Wolf questioning Dr. Wright's consideration for how doctoring works, both throughout their ideas of what do no harm means. It got heated. Dr. Wright left. I'm not sure that you specifically left because it got heated. I'm not even sure you are aware of it.
No, I was just ready to leave. I felt my job was done. And my patient, I didn't have a patient, so...
In thinking through it, there are two words out there, and most people, including me, mix them up, but it's sociopath and psychopath. And I believe Dr. Wright, if I've done this right, is a sociopath.
That
would have the unawareness of things around you as it deals with society. Society's norms are not something that you have necessarily within you.
Or even a concept of.
Yeah.
No.
It can be high functioning, where it's like, I know how it's useful for me.
Yes.
I know. Yeah, I would say it's probably closer to that.
Yeah,
I know what it is. I know what I could do, but what does it benefit me?
Exactly.
I did my time as a pediatric provider in the hospital, and that was all well and good. But now I'm making the big bucks.
So to quote Webster,
That's right.
Here we go.
I have a new lord now.
to quote Webster. It's the Oxford Language Dictionary. A person with a personality disorder manifesting itself in extreme antisocial attitudes and behaviors and a lack of conscience. So none of that sounds like Dr.
That doesn't sound
No,
like Dr. Wright.
no. I have a pretty solid moral compass.
Yeah, exactly.
It's that one from Pirates of the Caribbean, just
Right.
kind of leads you exactly where you need to go.
Kind of leans
We want
to the right.
yeah.
So we left Dr. Wolf having taken over in the, we've been calling it the animate tet, where he had finished healing up the young man's, sewing up the young man's leg, getting them ready for transport. The group has made the decision, along with the Bedouins, that you will be taking on their beds, you will be taking them to a cistern where they draw water from. The idea being that there was a rumor or a story that Ray and Ayden had heard where people had gotten this sickness and had been able to heal from it in some place cool. So the group is going to take approximately, Akbar has said, a 2-hour trek carrying these, not stretchers, but these small raised beds. You have enough people to be able to bring them all over. The room is 12 total beds. 11 are women. 1 is the young boy that Dr. Wolf finished healing, or again, sewing up. Keep saying healing, he's not healed.
The leg is braced
I don't know.
because we don't want those stitches or any jostling to rip the
the
stitches. So,
In addition to that,
we
we have a remaining interesting twist. Nod, Akbar's son, and Ayden have a meeting, a gentleman's meeting. Akbar had said, you realize you'll be meeting him at sunrise. Nod had said, when he turned to Ayden, 2 hours, and you said 2 hours. So, we are back at the food tent. Everyone is there at this time except Ayden, Raya, and Wolf. And Ray still? Okay.
I like
and
to
so
get my killing done before I get my moving done.
So one of the men from the food table is going to come
Ray
up,
has his concerns.
ask you, Ayden. He's going to come from the tent over. He's going to ask you, would you like to bring the rest of your people in so we can discuss the trek?
Certainly. And I will get up and bow to the head and go and find everyone.
Okay. Well, no, you're at the tent.
Oh,
You're at the animate tent. So
No.
he's come to ask you to bring them.
Okay,
And
you
he
guys should
returns.
Okay, let's go.
They're okay here? They don't need...
We're supposed to be moving them, yes?
Yeah, probably after something...
I think they'll be okay for a few minutes while we meet.
Yeah, they'll be okay.
Certainly can't get much worse.
All right, one moment. As Wolf sort of like, so he takes off his gloves and he sort of slicks his hair back to try and regain some more composure before, so let's go.
All right. So the four of you head back to the food tent. The entire group is again in there. Nod is in there. He is quite a ways away from the table, actually as far away from the group table as he could possibly be in a tent that pretty much encompasses the table and not much more.
I want to make note. So I had already left them. I went back to the food tent. I'm sitting next to Frankie.
Yes, very good.
Good call.
So once you're back in, even before you sit down, Akbar is going to say, and I'm going to assume that the translators are going to translate. Akbar says, so we will make pace towards the cave, towards the cistern as quickly as we can. Is there anything, and now he's looking at you, Ayden, but his vision scans all of you. Is there anything that you need to do before we go?
I'll look over at Nod. Are we gonna go do this?
You say that?
Yeah.
Nod looks at you and says, sunrise works.
Okay.
Call him a coward.
Spit on him.
And so Akbar will look at Nod, look at you, and say, and does that mean we are ready?
Yeah.
We are ready.
At this point, you see a number of more people that you did not see at the table. There's the young men who had set up the camels for you and locked them in place. You guys know that you'll be leaving the camels. You're going to be walking there. There was talk of a woman that was there at one point and is not there. You guys believe that is a seeress or something, a prophetess, something along those lines. You have not seen that person but the one time. Okay? That person's not in the tent with you.
Okay.
So Akbar then begins explaining, we need each of the beds carried in pairs. If there's extra hands, the heavier beds will be helped with.
Mm-hmm.
Do any of you have specifics that you wish to work with? He's trying to ask, is there anyone that needs to be paired up?
I don't think so.
Does anyone, once he asks that for the rest of the group, does anyone say anything?
No.
Okay.
No.
Very good.
Fine.
He says, then bundle up. It will be very cold. And one of the things that I had not mentioned recently, but nights are extremely cold. Days are extremely scorchingly hot. It's easier for you to move at night if you guys are traveling in the desert simply because you can put on more layers. You can't take off more layers past your skin. But you can, but it's painful. So...
Frankie, new experiment.
This is unhallowed. We can do anything.
So at this point, he's going to ask you if there's nothing else we should leave. And his people stand up, and everyone starts walking towards the tent.
Okay. Yeah, join him.
Yeah.
Once they get there, a couple of the men start taking the tent up and off of the rungs. You'll notice that it's a mix of metal rods and wood that holds the tent to its shape. They take it off. Once that opens up, has anyone not been to the animate tent yet? Okay, so Frankie, as you come there, and if I remember correctly, you are wearing the canvas mask.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you will have that smell, and once that tent comes off, it just blows out. It is horrifyingly bad. You're in big enough airspace, I'm not going to have you roll for it, but you're going to hear quiet, controlled, but complaints from Billings. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. What is this? They must be dead, and Mei Ling is hushing him at this point.
Oh, gee.
So Akbar will say, step to any bed, please. pick up gently.
Wolf's gonna be with the boy with the injured leg.
So you go over there immediately?
Yeah. He mainly because he wants to make sure if any jostling happens, he can be there too.
So there are 12 beds. Are any of our characters doubling up?
Sorry, while they're getting ready, I want to do something specific.
Sure. Since everybody knows you're not helping.
I am not going to be carrying one.
Yeah.
So I want to go to my pack.
Mm-hmm.
And so normally I just carry around my Hippocratic Oath, my regular revolver. But I'm going to go ahead and pull out my other revolver.
Okay, this is the new Luger that you got?
No, this is my heavy revolver.
Okay.
This is my bigger gun.
Okay.
And so then I have the one, my normal one.
Malpractice.
And then, okay, that's good. I'm keeping that. It's called malpractice. I'm writing that down. That's great, Matt. All right, I gotta write that down before we get heavy.
Fantastic.
Heavy revolver.
Short for malpractice insurance,
Malpractice. Okay, so I'm gonna pick up malpractice.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put my other strap or attach it to my my holster. That's it, my little rig.
Okay.
So I have those. And then I get yes, Michael. Okay. And then I'll put in a little ankle holster one of my derringers.
Okay. What, if anything, are people leaving behind? There are things, if I remember correctly, still on the camels. But for things that you brought into the tent, Frankie, for example, you are not carrying them all.
No.
But you are carrying the headsman's axe.
Yeah. And I've put the cross into my inner coat.
Okay.
And I'm going to pair up with Dr. Wolf.
So you specifically will go pair up there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you've got your weapons, Dr. Wright, and nobody is looking for you or waiting for you.
I don't imagine so.
So are you doing anything else in the food tent? They have left what little is left from the food there. The alcohol is, as you know, because of Nod, is all gone.
But what about the hashish?
Yes, what's the hashish? No. I mean, I'll eat a little bit more to where I think I have a decent amount. I don't want to get too full. I don't imagine I ate very much in the beginning. So
No,
now
probably not.
I'll have some more just to where I feel I'm sufficiently
So while you are eating,
nutriented.
somebody comes in. Probably female from the way the person is moving. But when they look over, they literally have just their eyes showing. Everything else except, no, their hands would be inside their sleeves, so everything else would be covered. You hear an exclamation that makes you now think it's female, like, whoa! And then the person says something, and it's quite definitely it's in Egyptian.
I gotta remember that voice. I'm sorry, I don't speak Egyptian.
So the person comes closer to you and motions with their hands. I'm going to say her because you're going to realize it is a female. Motions with her hands to have you sit down.
Okay, well, I'll sit down.
Okay. And you notice that her hands, once she's taken them out of the sleeves, they're normal-looking hands. You're guessing older.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to make a medicine roll, but you're guessing 40s plus.
Sure, why not?
Want to be a little more specific?
I'm a medicine person. I don't care about it too much. 14.
So with a 14, your guess is actually she's probably closer to her 50s. You would normally guess older, but you realize being in the desert, being in the sun, there's a fairly good chance that some of that damage is just from being out in the elements. So once you sit down, she's speaking cooing type words to you, calming, relaxed words. She comes to you and she puts her hand out to your head, a little bit shaky, touches your forehead and bows twice, bends her head twice to you, touches your forehead again, and then grabs your head. What do you do?
Grabs my head?
Grabs your head, puts her hands on either side of your head.
Okay, let me ask you this. Did her eyes widen into something insane?
No.
Okay.
She's looking at you basically the same as she's been the whole time.
Dr. Wolf sends his
I mean,
regards.
yeah, seriously. Well, after what just happened, I mean, my immediate reaction would probably be to pull out my gun and point it
Very
up.
good. So, all right, go ahead and give me a willpower roll.
Ooh, wow, that's really fucking good. Willpower along with concentration, that's going to be a 25.
So you draw the weapon. You're able to pull it up. What do you do with it? Is it just up and out?
No, I do the international symbol of check yourself, which is pull it, put it under her head, and cock the hammer.
Gotcha. Okay. So you don't push her away in any way. She doesn't release. So the pressure that she's got on your head is more than just simply holding your head, but it is not painful.
Okay.
Her eyes roll. She has not released your head. Her eyes roll up in her head. Go backwards to where you see almost exclusively whites there.
Do I feel anything happening?
Nope. What are you doing?
You know what? I'm gonna let it ride because I know if I start feeling anything weird, it's just a simple trigger pull away from hopefully fixing it.
So she continues this for about 25-30 seconds, at which point she releases your head and then looks at you and she says, do I have it right? In fair English. It's not perfect, but female voice without a doubt. Older, she says, do I have it right? Dr. Wright?
Well, now, that is interesting. And I'll cock the hammer back down and then put it away. I'll say, well, now, aren't you a lady of talents?
I am, but we have very little time. It doesn't last long. My name is Ibis. I am curious, which of the group that you have was sent to me?
Sent to you?
Sent to me. Who was brought here?
Are you the shamaness?
That's a good enough word.
It would be... actually, I don't care. I'll say, we originally were going to come to meet you. Ray, he's the tall fellow. You can't miss him. He was the one that was, had somebody riding on his back, so to speak.
I understand. Bring him. Now.
Now. Okay, yes, all right.
I have 5 more minutes.
I will be quick. I'll shuffle out until I can see Ray.
Are you still doing the limp walk, caneless limp walk?
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Well, you can. It's pretty easy to see Ray.
And as soon as I see him, I'll say, Ray, be a good lad and come over here quickly. It's of the utmost importance.
Oh boy, here we go.
So do you leave the group? Everybody is right now getting around the beds. They're moving them around. For everybody who is working and setting, Akbar is going to ask each pair to lift. The same thing at each pair. When you lift, there's some give to the bed itself. It does hold, but there's creaking. There's also dripping that's coming out of the bottom of each of the mattresses. Mm-hmm. And again, we're in mostly darkness, so some of it is going to be darker, some of it is going to be less dark. Some is going to drip from multiple spots. In a couple cases, it will drip from only one. That smell is there. It's going to be pervasive at all times. Mm-hmm. Ray, what are you doing?
I'll just say, I'll be right back, and I'll head over to the tent.
So you guys will have heard Dr. Wright hollering for him to come over. Is anybody else doing anything, or is Ray going alone?
Yeah,
what does he want now?
Whatever it is, at least he's not with the patients. So, just as long as we can at least carry them.
Ray, do you walk or do you run?
I'll jog.
All right,
very good, with haste, wonderful. All right, my boy, and as you get close, I'll pat you on the back and then kind of lead you into the tent. I'll say, all right, lad, now this is perfect. I have someone I believe you need to meet, and I'll kind of give you a nudge inside. And I will say, Ibis, this is the man here. This is Ray. And Ray, please have a seat. We are on a strict timeline right now, and it's of the utmost importance you sit.
Okay, I guess I'll go along with this.
So you sit down. She doesn't say anything.
Oh, and I'll say, if she puts her hands on your head, don't worry. She already did it to me. It's perfectly fine.
That's an oddly specific set of instructions, but all right.
Isn't it just?
So she comes over to you. You've sat down. She hasn't spoken. Mm-hmm. She puts her one hand, not the same as she did with you, one hand palm out directly on your forehead. You, Dr. Wright, think you see an actual glow coming from it. Oh, Ray, you do not. You just get a nice warm sensation on you. So everybody else that's outside, you're going to hear Ray scream. Is anyone going to react to that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would go running to the tent if I heard Ray scream.
Yeah, I gotta go check on my number one employee.
Wolf.
Yeah, Wolf at this point is just like, well, luckily, hopefully, like Frankie and Wolf haven't lifted yet.
No,
He's had you lift.
I'm not gonna
and
throw
instead of
someone
saying-
on the ground.
You're not gonna throw that dead person on the ground.
Just gonna like huck her as far as I can, like a football.
Wolf, maybe slightly exasperated, but now he's like absolutely fucking concerned that he may have done something to Ray. So yeah, he's going.
All right.
Wolf, yell at me! Blam, blam, blam!
Who is running? Who is jogging? Who is walking?
I'd be running.
I never run. I
All
walk
right.
with purpose.
Ayden's walking with purpose.
Strides.
So the three of you. So going back. So Ray, you got her hand. You're feeling calm. Suddenly, your vision turns yellow. You see nothing. Then you see yellow again, and then you just see black. For you, Dr. Wright.
That's it. Never listening to Wright again. Never ever listening to Wright again.
So, Dr. Wright,
He's
for
always
you,
been the perfect vessel. And Montgall's been with him the whole time.
for you, Ray pulls back from her hand and says, "Bonigal does not yield."
Bonigal, good to see you again.
So at this point, I'm going to leave this to you, Ty. Bonigal does not want to be held down or captured. He will not choose to kill if he can do something else first. But if he feels trapped, he will not hesitate to kill. So what do you do?
I have a question. So, was she thrown back? Is Ibis thrown back? Is
Nope.
she still?
He just stands up right from out of her hand. She has not done anything yet. I'm trying to get us to what everyone's initial reaction.
So here's what I would say. I'll ask her. Do you need him to be contained a little?
She said, "Yes, we must keep him down. There is no way I can pull that
She's not
spirit
touching
out."
him, right?
Nope, she's not touching him. She says, "I cannot pull the spirit out of him if he's moving around."
Excellent. So I womp womp womp. I charge up all 3 charges of my stun cane and just
All
zap
right, well,
him.
so you don't get to zap him yet.
Aw.
We're going to go into initiative. Ray,
And don't worry,
you
it
will
doesn't
have
do
your
any actual
normal
harm. It
initiative.
just knocks you out. I think.
It knocks a normal person out.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, maybe I should syringe you.
24?
Okay.
Double 9s.
You know what? I'm not-
Awesome.
that's horrible. But
17.
you know what? It's okay that's horrible this time.
Hey, but at least now we have somebody who looks like they can take care of it.
Oh god, if Wolf was the
Is that
person
what
to
we
say
said
he
last
sees
time?
Right about to jab him, and oh god, no. Fully misunderstanding the situation.
19.
19, all right.
Mine's a 20. A
Okay,
lowly 20.
very good.
At least you
And,
guys are a little ways away.
I'm sorry,
11.
11 for Ayden.
Like I said, I hate you all.
All right.
You're walking with
And
purpose.
Bonigal?
Well, I'm not a 10.
Very good.
A whopping 10.
All right. So the scene, Dr. Wolf, that you will see as you come around the corner is there is somebody, again, it's not dark inside here, it's low light with the candles, but it is bright enough to see everything in there. Not necessarily a lot of detail. There's somebody dressed in black. It looks like the standard clothing that you see all the Bedouins wearing when they step out of the tent. Full covering, etc. Ray is standing up. It looks like he is backing away from the person in black and Dr. Wright, who is currently charging up his stun cane.
Before I make a snap decision, what would you allow me to roll to make me realize he's possessed? Otherwise, I am going after Wright because I think he's going to fucking kill him.
Do you think there is any reason you would think he is possessed? He's not glowing. He's not you. You heard the scream. You did not hear him speak.
Right.
He's repossessed.
A third time now.
You know, they didn't mention to Wolf that he got possessed again.
Nope, they did not.
You're right. So
I am right.
Yes. So Wolf, completely not understanding the situation here, starts taking strides, and there's a snarl starting to come across his face on going to Wright. He's
With
going to
everything
Wright.
that's happened, I
Yeah.
want you to make a roll.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sorry, I'm making my. Let's add this up first before we say this. How nice this is. That's 8 plus 6 plus 3. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All right. So you have control. You can snarl, but you have control. What do you do?
What are you doing?
Do you run and tackle me, or
I'm walking aggressively towards you. There's like throbbing veins at the moment.
Are you in effect going to hold your action?
Yes.
All right. Very good. So from 24, we drop to Wright.
I'll say, oh, good, done taking care of those patients. Well,
I'm
Barnagle's.
gonna fucking break his skull at this point. Well, no, I'm not even gonna let him finish.
You're not gonna let him finish?
Now that he says, I'm taking care of those patients, just the tone is enough for me to just fucking smash him.
All right. So you
Even
hit him.
Ray is like, you know what, Barnacle, just kill Ray.
You know, actually, on second thought, I don't think I care anymore.
You want an unarmed
I do. I would like an unarmed
Frankie
combat.
be like,
What's my defense for unarmed combat?
Your standard defense is 11. You're going to be adding your coordination to that.
So 4, so 15.
So he needs 15 to beat.
I got 17.
All right.
All right. So there is a strike. You are going to roll for me 2d10. You're going to add to that strength, right?
Vitality.
I'm sorry. There's vitality. Thank you. I'm looking for that. Wolf. I need to know your vitality.
3.
Oh, I also need a location.
Okay, well,
Dr. Wolf.
I'll roll your location in just a second.
Please be the
but,
foot, because it'd be funny.
What?
To the foot. Low punch.
It probably won't be that.
I'll
But
give
we'll
you
see.
a real, actual limp.
I'll give you a real limp. Just a sec. Sorry, I
Punching
need
someone in
to
the foot.
17 on the damage.
Damage roll. Very good.
Okay,
And the
and-
location.
Do you need
2d10.
2d10?
It's just a
I'm gonna laugh.
incapacitating
It's in the
wound.
foot.
In the foot.
I got a 3 and a 7, so 10.
So 10. So you will have struck him in the chest. So
Okay.
we had a 17. All right. So I need your vitality.
Cracked a
And
rib.
then I also need to know any armor you're wearing.
little did
It's
you
all
know
those
that,
bandoliers.
Little did you know that
You know-
Dr. Wolf's manservant Bruce Lee taught him the 1-inch punch.
No, I don't. I used to have, but I did not take that. So just my bandolier. So it's the bullets.
Very good. So that strike will knock you back. You are going to go ahead and give me a coordination roll to hold on to the cane.
Okay.
You need a 14 or better.
I don't think I got it. Did you say coordination?
Coordination, please.
Oh, so no, actually I'm 2 off. So what is that? 9, 12.
All right. So you will drop the cane.
Oh.
You'll be knocked back as you stumble back. Give me a second coordination roll.
Okay.
This one is a 14 as well.
I think that one I got. That is 14 exactly.
So you stumble back over a couple chairs and into the table, but the table steadies you.
There's table. There's chairs.
In the food tent where you guys are.
For
Yes.
some reason I
I
thought we
pictured
were
pillows.
and blankets.
Oh no, you're right.
Because
We
the nomadic people
That's
travel
right.
with
But you,
chairs.
you did not stumble. You are correct. But you did not stumble.
Sorry, but as soon as you said it in that tone,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I have to fucking step out.
No, it makes sense.
So you do not have a
Oh, back to the
wound.
floods.
You do not have a wound from the physical strike. What you have is the equivalent of a stun,
Okay.
but you are at -2 to all your actions.
-2.
19.
Knock the
It's
wind
a
out of you.
serious stun.
Hell, it probably cracked a rib.
So could have. So Ibis turns and yells in English, which is going to be interesting to you because you haven't heard anyone in the camp speak. Says, "This is foolishness. Not now. Not now." And 19, Frankie, what are you doing?
Do I not get any action?
You will. Do an action now.
Okay, so I'm gonna take 3 shots at Michael.
I mean, it could be perfectly well.
No. Yeah.
I think you are intelligent enough to realize that there was a misconception of what's going on.
But am I petty enough?
That's a big no. That is up to you.
Dr. Wright.
I think. Wait a minute. Your throats heal, right? Yeah. So I can do a couple wingers. Do it. That's my no. If it wasn't for the fact that he could throw out and bite my head off, I guess.
I've seen it before.
I'll just say, you insufferable, incompetent Banagal is back, you fool! And you're gonna hit me You know what? Fine, actually. I'll let you handle Bonigal. Bonigal, have at thee. Try and help, and I'm just gonna walk out. I'm just gonna walk out.
So Frankie, as you come in, you're gonna hear him hollering about Bonigal.
And I'll say, Bonigal.
And Ray has stepped away from a person in black, Dr. Wolf, and Dr. Wright.
Frankie, be careful. Bonigal's back.
Try to grapple Bonigal.
So you leap and grab him to try and take him down. Very good.
So does clap the braces help with that?
I don't know.
Let me look.
I feel like this is a question we ask a lot.
I know.
I don't think no, it doesn't.
It makes me think I should be able to grab someone easy, but I don't think that's what it is.
I think the purpose of it is to be able to put on ties or bracers or
as
handcuffs.
part of the action.
All right.
Opposed to
No,
having
you're
to-
right. It's about getting away. Okay.
You should just have handcuffs on you all the time.
I know. Okay. So I'm gonna roll my unarmed combat to
Very
grab
good.
it.
Your standard coordination tie again is
3.
So you will need a 16.
I can't do math. I have 18.
So an 18. You are trying to take him down, not do damage.
Yeah, tackle him and then sit on him.
All right. So very good. That
Now I'm
would be
insulted.
a grapple, and the grapple succeeds.
Okay.
You have a chance to break the grapple on the next turn, but until you do, you will be -3 on your actions. You also cannot dodge while you're in the grapple. Are you endeavoring to take him down, Frank? Like literally to the ground?
Yeah.
All right. So in that case, I need both of you guys to roll Vitality. The higher standard roll wins. Vitality roll tie, you will get 2 points bonus.
Frankie just busts out the Hail Mary.
I'm gonna
their signature
chip
move.
mine.
We have chips in the middle. I just don't see where they ended up.
All right, I got a 20.
I got a 13.
All right, so not only did you grab him, but you knocked him to the ground. So at 17, then Raya comes in. As you come in, you see Frankie finishing the leap, grab, and drop. He is holding Ray to the ground. Dr. Wright is starting to walk towards the tent flap. Yes.
Clap the braces would apply. So the character is adept at restraining those he physically overpowers. If the character is able to successfully grapple an opponent, he can automatically knock him down, pin his arms, or put him in handcuffs as part of the same act.
All right, well, all of those things happened,
Perfect.
so we're good. So, Raya, that's what you see. Frankie has Ray on the ground. There's also an additional person in there.
I'm going to go help Frankie restrain.
Tell me what that means. Frankie, I envision, has wrapped his hands low and hard around Ray, knocking his center of balance off. And there's different. Always feel free for you guys to describe it, and I don't need to. But you'll run him back, take him down, basically flip a foot around, knock him to the ground, and I envision that you currently.
A full Nelson.
And then you flip him over to put him into a full Nelson.
And
Very
Frankie's
good.
going to slap your hand, and then you're going to run and kick into Roy.
You gotta go like this first, though.
Yeah.
What does Raya actually do?
So I am going to go and help. He's completely prone on the ground right now.
Well, Ray is at this point has been knocked to the ground and then spun into a full Nelson. So no, he is not on the ground. You don't have him smothered. You have him held up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just, maybe punch him?
I'm actually going to
Kick him in the head!
I'm going to sweep his knees.
But he's already
He's
controlled.
down. We're on the
He's
ground, and
down.
I've got him.
Okay.
If you sweep on him, you'll pull Frankie forward.
But he daze him.
I'm going to smack him with the flat of my blade.
With the
in
intent
the-
to knock him out.
With the intent to knock him out.
Very good. All right.
We've done more damage to you than any enemy has done, Ray.
Yeah.
So far in the game, yes, that's
that's absolutely accurate.
true. So you will be -3 to hit. Is that
Minus
right?
3,
Yeah,
yes.
-3 to hit. And you will need, let's see, he has no actual defensive bonus, so he is an 11 to hit.
17.
So that will hit. Go ahead and roll damage. You're going to add 5. You're going to subtract 5. So go ahead and roll your damage, add your vitality, and that is where we'll stand.
She's going to grab his nose and then do that.
Yeah. Where'd your nose go? Who's got your nose?
15 damage.
With a 15, that would be equivalent to a serious wound. You guys all hear it just thunk into him.
Armor?
Nice.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't have an effect on you.
You have armor on your
they
head?
all hear the solid
I'm
hit.
not actually cutting him. It's
No,
just
no,
the
flat of the
part.
blade. I
Yeah.
understood. So you have more actions, if I remember correctly.
I do.
And so does Wright, if I remember correctly.
I am holding my other
I have
action.
Oh, yeah.
two actions. Did I use both?
You have not. Yes, you would have used. You're the only one who's
Okay.
used both because you took him down and then full Nelson.
Okay.
Can we hold to the next round?
Yeah.
Like,
You can hold until the next round starts.
Okay. I'm gonna like leave and then kind of backtrack because I want to still watch what's gonna happen.
Well, that's going to be hilarious because as soon as he turns to watch, I'm grabbing him and pulling him in. You're not abandoning your patients this time.
Okay.
I guess I'm not.
So go ahead and give me an unarmed combat roll.
Cool, this is going really good.
Please work.
I'm sorry to jump in. Like,
Where's the turnbuckle? Where's the turnbuckle?
Yeah, exactly. It's like leaving. It's like, oh, I guess I'll take a peek. There's Wolf. Just oh shit.
Was it cue John Cena music?
Barry, did I knock him out?
No, he took it in stride.
That's a 16.
So he's 16. You will successfully grab Wright and pull him in.
My tailored suit.
Not
So
the lines.
Raya, you have more actions.
I will smack him again.
Smack him again. All right.
I actually have 2 more actions.
Very good.
it's a beam. I always fucking.
Still 11 to hit.
I don't want to be blam.
Again, yeah, right.
Power move.
Actually, it's a 14 to hit. I'm screwing that up. It's the damage side of it.
Get
It's
him,
14
Raya.
to hit. It's a -3 for the location. But
19 to hit.
19's going to hit. So with a hit of 19, now you're rolling damage. That's the one where I was saying roll your standard damage, add your vitality. That is it.
Get as close to 21 as possible, but not 21.
18 damage.
So an 18. So again, a very nice, solid clang. You still have another action. He does not seem to be reacting to it. Your potential guess, if you had to take one really fast, is he's been hit so many times in the ring. This is nothing. That's your guess because this doesn't make
Telling
any
you, it's that
sense.
book I've been reading.
Your brain is calloused.
All this poor brain
I'm
cells.
actually going to hold my last
Last
action in case he does something to move. I can.
Gotcha. All right. So then, Ayden, you
Oh,
step in and you see the second clang as Raya strikes Ray in the head. Frankie has Ray held up in a full Nelson. Raya is beating him with the flats of her scalpus. There is somebody in black staring on at the situation, and Wolf and Wright, well, actually, Wolf specifically has Wright and is dragging him somewhere.
Back into the room.
Right, but this is what Ayden just kind of walks in and
He
sees.
just turns around.
Would
all
you
of a sudden, I hear Ron Howard's voice going. At that point, Ayden didn't know what to do. And so I feel like with that in mind, I'm just gonna let the tip fly stand outside and make sure nobody goes in there.
Very good.
You know, maybe I should go back to Cairo.
All right, so that brings us to you, Ty.
Okay.
As Monagal, your objective is to get away from everybody.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
Alright, well, my free action that I get to take, because it's directly linked to combat, I want to try to break the full Nelson.
Very good. So to break it, you're going to be rolling against Frankie.
So I need to roll 2.
Yep, you're going to be both making vitality rolls. You're going to add 2 to your roll. Ray, Ty, Monagal.
I'm gonna use my other reroll. Remember, we got 6 rerolls as well.
I feel like I should hold on to him. I'm gonna use a chip.
All right.
What the fuck?
Use another one. That one's cocked. The lower one is cocked.
What's ground fighting do? Oh, well, I can't use those. Ugh, okay, I'm gonna use one more chip, and then we'll just have to let it go where it goes.
Hey, there you go.
21.
17.
17. So you do not break out, but how many actions does...
Well, I got 2 more actions to go.
There you go.
I'm a whatever vengeful spirit. If I'm trying to picture how a full Nelson looks.
Yep, it's arms up.
Hands behind your head.
Well,
behind your
more
head.
the person that's getting the Nelson. Are their arms
They're
down?
under your arms and behind your head.
Right.
Okay,
and,
so
and
they can't-
Frankie is
okay.
also much shorter than you.
Okay, I don't know about much shorter.
How tall are you?
Okay, well, we don't gotta get into specifics.
I believe you are more than a foot shorter than him.
Okay, we've gotta put a number on
So,
it.
and it's historically proven that the shorter the Italian, the more power they have. That's why,
Yeah. It, like,
Joe
it
Pesci is
distills it.
unstoppable.
So I'll leave it up to you, Barry. Do you imagine that in a full Nelson, I could reach down to my side?
No, you cannot
Okay.
pull your hands.
Well, then the only thing I can really do is keep trying to break the Nelson.
Either that or stand up,
I can stand up while that?
right? Or Michael gave you another one. Strike backwards with your hip.
Stop helping me.
I don't really should have do much.
No, you
Depends on
didn't.
how much force you do.
I picture my head's like alongside yours.
Do it, Ray.
You could bite
My
my
head
nose
isn't my
off.
preferred weapon.
Well,
Right.
also remember, you've got neck extending powers. Maybe you just twist it around and just bite down.
Bite my face.
Yes.
I'd be
Well-
pretty upset.
I'll just try to break the Nelson one more time, and then maybe when if I fail that, I'll
All right, so let's get rolls again.
This fight was none other than in 1998 when the Undertaker threw
All right, got
mankind
18.
off Hell in a Cell, and he plummeted 16 feet to an announcer's table.
I've got a 20.
A 20 and
Damn.
18.
18. So for all of you guys who have held actions, which I think actually is just Raya, Bonigal breaks the full Nelson from Frankie, and it looks like by strength. So you have another action.
Reach down to my side and grab my claw.
Okay. Very good.
I would like to use my held action
Yep.
to try to disarm him.
Okay. That is knock the claw out of his hand before
Yes.
you can put it on.
Free dodge.
Yes, you would still have that.
Also the parry one.
Okay.
Final boss was Ray the whole time.
Are you punching me right now? Who are you rolling for?
I'm
Okay.
dodging.
Raya's stepping forward with
Well,
the Esculpus.
I guess I'm the bad guy right now, so I should be fine.
What
Yeah.
minuses do I have?
For doing that? That's a very good question. Do you have a specific
No.
ability?
I do not.
Okay.
Hi, are you
so,
starting to shit over there?
Just a standard
I was
roll.
thinking about using
Okay.
a re-roll, but
I just feel like this is the time in the Western where the fight breaks out. Like, what the hell happened?
Yeah.
I just went out for a glass of water.
20.
And Ray, Bonigal.
how exactly does dodge work? Whenever actually, do you add anything to it, or you just take the?
You're just gonna outroll. So instead of taking your standard 14 that she would have to hit, you're gonna be what's the roll?
Oh, okay. I understand. So I got a 6.
6. All right. So you will then strike the weapon. So the claws get knocked from your hand and away from you, maybe 10, 15 feet
Alright,
as
sure.
they bounce.
All right.
Okay. Do you have any more actions?
No.
All right. Raya has used all hers. We are back up at the top, which is Wolf.
So, still holding on to the doctor.
Yes.
I'm dragging him in. The cane's down there. I'm not even registering the fact that he was walking away with the cane, but like grabbing him, pick up his cane. I don't slam it, slam the end into it, but I shove it into his hands, and basically just there's this like, it's clear there's a war going on here. There's the mix between the man and the beast is just right in your face as he's
make it any better.
no. Oh, and it's and at this point it's there's this stare as he looks at Wright in the hand in the face. Is like, do your job, doctor, and I shove him, like thrust him right at Ray.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
All right.
Because I'm not letting him run away from
So
this.
give me
I thought
a
that game was
coordination
going
roll.
somewhere.
I know, I heard
Like-
shove and I was like, oh, this
Yeah,
is
I was
bad.
about to be all like, Doctor, rectum, hell, it damn near killed it.
Do you want me to roll strength or
No. You have no trouble shoving.
Matthew!
Do you have throwing people?
You have coordination?
Sure.
Coordination.
15.
So with a 15, so he throws you towards Ray. You stumble a little bit, but you're able to get yourself under control before you smack into Raya or Frankie. You're right in front of Ray, and I believe you still have one action, Dr. Wolf.
Yeah.
You wish to use it, hold it.
I'm just going to hold it for right now because
Doc-
I need to make sure he doesn't just fucking run.
So, Dr. Wright. So the scene is Frankie has just come out of having held Ray and now is getting ready to do something next action. Raya has just swung through Ray's hand, knocking, not through the hand as in cutting it, but knocking the claws out of Ray's hands, which have bounced across the pillows and the floor, and is standing there. And you have kind of turned up, facing the wrong direction into this battle.
This is where malpractice comes in.
Well, how far away am I from Wolf?
It's in Wolf 360.
How far are you from Wolf?
Yeah.
3 steps.
3 steps.
It's not a huge tent.
And there's
Not
a
a
table in
stadium.
the middle of it,
It's
so
not-
I'm really
not a-
confused how this works. But
Not a
It's a
stadium
low table.
sized.
Oh, okay.
They're stepping over it.
Well, I'm torn because I want to say some stuff to Wolf.
But then there's this demon behind me.
Yeah, and then there's a demon.
Come on, when has Dr. Wright executed, like, caution? Or
Yeah, no, I actually don't really
Dude, this
care.
is your chance to monologue, my
Yes.
my man.
I'm gonna. So I stumble back. I see that my cane's in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna right my shirt,
Yep.
and I'm gonna turn and look at Wolf
Yep.
and say, Dr. Wolf, I've put up with quite a lot from you. I even thought we might even become friends at one point, and we still might. But you, my friend, need to calm down. Do you really want to let that thing out that you worry so much about and harm all these people? Do you really think that's what your patients want? Now, I suggest you get yourself under control and be a man.
You have more actions? Are you holding them?
And then
We're going to leave that at 1 action.
Well, see, I can't stun him because is Frankie holding him still?
Whom?
Ray.
No.
Oh no, Ray's broken free.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But you're
and-
facing the wrong.
yeah.
You literally
No,
have
that's
Ray
fine.
standing behind you as you're
And
yelling at
so
Wolf.
then I'll
You're
tell
lucky
him.
this is turn-based combat.
Yeah, I'll tell him.
Goodness.
Now, I'll go do my job while you ponder on that. And I'll charge up and then just turn around and stab him.
All right, so you 3 charges again.
Yeah, I believe 3 is the max. Yeah, 3 charges. I'm just dosing him with the
So
whole
3
thing.
charges, you turn around and take your shot. I'm going to have you subtract 1 since you're just spinning and attacking.
Alright.
But go ahead and give
Can
me a roll.
I-
You don't need to roll now. We're going back to standard DR. So I need your.
Well, I have
He has free dodge.
I have 3.
you have a free dodge for every.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Every
Okay.
turn or cycle, whatever, I get a free dodge.
Go ahead and give us the dodge roll.
So then I missed that one. Oh wait, no, he gets a dodge roll.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Spend a chip.
I'll spend. Well, I'm gonna start. I'll start with my rerolls.
Chip to get worse.
Mine. Well, that's double ones. I can't chip that, right?
Cannot chip double 1.
Oh no, he's gonna stab himself.
Or me.
I'm gonna do my job.
Our bedfelt's gonna grab it and connect
You know, that's
it.
quite poetic, actually.
I am directly behind
Yep.
Ray.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So, Ray, what did you roll?
I got a 14.
Oh,
Very
did you
good.
beat a 2?
So, Dr. Wright, turn around, assuming where Ray is, and strike out. You realize as he moves away from you that Frankie is directly behind you. You will give me a roll to hit Frankie at this point.
Sure.
Frankie, your coordination is
4.
so that you need a 15. I will not let you chip it.
No, that's fine. I miss because my melee. I got a 13.
So as you strike out, you realize at the last minute that you're not going to hit Ray. You're going to end up hitting Frankie. That is something I do not believe you will do. And you kind of lose hold on the cane, and the cane sops, and you've lost all the charges in the cane.
Okay, that's fine. Oh dear Lord, Frankie, my boy, I'm sorry. I've been distracted for a moment.
So Wolf, you believe you still have actions if you want to use them?
Yeah. I'm
Or
gonna
hold?
I'm gonna
Very
hold
good.
for right now.
Right. You have more actions. Do you wish to use them at this time?
I don't think there's much I could do other than putting a bullet to his dome, which is generally frowned upon.
Why don't you hit him in the head with the
cane?
With the butt of your gun or with the cane?
Well, I'd have to pull out my gun. So
Just
you know
smack
what?
him around the head with the cane.
Yeah, pistol with the shit out of him.
Yeah, you know what? I'll just take a
That's
thwap
worked
at
so
him.
well in the past.
I'll just why not?
You're going to swing the cane at him.
Why not?
All right, very
Worst
good.
case, it breaks.
Give me a roll.
You
I think
know
we're
what?
dodging again,
I'm
right?
gonna aim.
Or is it once per...
It's once per, but I do have a free parry.
All right.
I'm aiming for his head too.
Very good.
I might as well go for
So
it.
subtract 3 from your roll.
Oh yeah, no. It's
Go ahead
not
and give me the
good.
dodge roll.
I want the cane whack to be what knocks him out.
Yeah, I know.
That's
I'm gonna
what I
use one of
want.
my rerolls. So it's probably not. So that was 12.
12 will not hit.
Oh yeah.
So Ray steps back. He's good at that. You're realizing that Bonagal is riding a fighter.
Yeah, no, I know. So after that, I'll just use the last little bit of to move back.
So with your last action, you will move.
Well, no,
where?
you can move during an action.
Yes.
So
For
yeah,
your last action, you're going
take
to
him
do
a few
something
steps
or hold.
back from him.
Do you have 2 or 3 actions?
I have 3.
You have 3. What are you doing with your third?
Oh, I had assumed that I used it to talk to him. Oh,
That was your first action.
if I still have that action.
Oh no, you're right. I'm sorry. You talked to him, swung at Frankie, swung at him. Right.
Yeah. So if
done.
talking
Very
to him's
good.
an action, then yeah.
So, for those of you that were not in the tent at the beginning, you will hear the person in black speak. It is an older woman. She is speaking in English, but it is very oddly broken. It does not sound like you would have somebody trying to speak in their natural language. It's as if you're hearing it over a radio and it's breaking up. But she says, you need to stop this and get him under control. And she seems to be looking at Wright, but speaking to all of you. Frankie.
Gonna try to tackle him again.
Okay. You are mostly behind him. You're basically at his right-hand side at this point.
Okay, so I'm gonna. I know that I'm not gonna overpower him,
Mm-hmm.
but I also know that I'm a very dense person,
Yep.
and I can hit him lower than he's probably expecting to be hit.
Yes.
So that's my goal, is to kind of get him like around like the waist, like knees.
All right. So we're again doing the grapple move.
Yeah.
Very good.
Not a good one.
You're gonna reroll.
Okay.
So Dr.
Woo!
should describe the shirt with the worker's head, and then proceeded to punch it.
22.
22 will have him. You have
You
him
think I wear a
grappled.
shirt.
You have him controlled.
And I get to clap the braces automatically, right?
Right. So
That's
you
what we
have
figured
him back. You have him back into your full Nelson. What are you doing?
Stop.
No, I want to
Do you
be
used to
sitting
play
on his
hockey?
back with like one arm up behind his back.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
That's
All right.
a hockey
Like a
move.
policeman hold.
Okay. So you have him held there. I believe you have another action.
Hockey in Egypt.
Yeah, 'cause that's okay. Yeah.
Slam
So,
Oh wait, on the sand.
is there a way that I can roll to like hold him tighter? Like, is there a way to like secure this kind of thing?
So I envision that what you might try and do is now, since it didn't work holding him in the full Nelson, he's too strong, is maybe sweep his legs and take him to the ground, which is the pillows.
Yeah, I want to get him
So
all
he
the way
has
on the
less
ground.
control.
Yeah.
All right.
Sweep the leg.
Well, she could do that in one grapple.
Well, the clap the braces allows me to restrain him.
Yes, but what Frankie did, if you weren't listening, was grabbed him and pulled the arm up behind his back as the move for clap the brace.
Yeah, so I'll sweep the leg. That sounds like a...
Okay, so you just
Very
didn't
good.
declare
Yeah,
it.
okay.
So he does not have the ability to dodge or parry when he's grappled. So it is a standard 11.
16.
So you guys will watch Frankie. Frankie has grabbed again, hit him low. He kind of bends back. Frankie grabs a hold of the arm, sweeps, and drops Ray down to the pillows. It's a good solid thud.
And I'm going to say, Ray, if you're in there, stay down.
Okay, is that all of your actions?
Yes.
So at 17, Raya. Wolf still has an action, if I remember correctly. Just let you know.
Yeah, no.
Raya, what are you doing? Frankie has just taken Ray down.
I have 3 actions. Do I see anything around that I could tie his legs with?
Not in here, no. Other than ropes holding the tent in place, no.
Your scarf. You're wearing a scarf.
I'm gonna take my scarf off.
Okay, very
and
good.
I'm gonna tie his legs with my scarf.
So you will unwrap it, move to him. That will be one action, and with the second action, which would be, do you have escapology?
I do not.
All right, then go ahead and give me a coordination.
Does the horse riding skill specifically refer to, like, riding a horse and not the husbandry?
I envision it has to cover everything, because otherwise there isn't such a skill.
So then she knows how to do a lasso.
Sure, that's true. Scarf's going to be a difficult thing to create a lasso, not impossible, but we have a roll.
15.
So with a 15, you tie up his legs. I'm going to have you take both actions to do that.
Sure.
So we'll step down from there, which puts us now at Ayden, who is outside with the tent flap. You've heard all the things that are going on inside. You've heard an older woman's voice say exactly what I said. What do you do?
You know, this could turn into a potential snafu, so I'm just gonna like kind of keep the tent closed, stand there, and just.
And holding actions.
Yep.
Okay, Ray, what would you like to do? You felt your legs get cinched up. You were fighting with Frankie. Frankie is putting pressure on you by sitting on your back, holding that arm in place. You are clearly aware that they are not attempting to harm you because of who you're riding.
Yes. How are the tents fastened to the ground? Do the tents have a like floor to them, or is
No,
it literally?
they do not have a floor to them.
So
The floor is sand, except that in this case what we have is we have rugs laid out over it.
So if it's just rugs, there's nothing attaching it to the side, right?
Correct.
I want to try to roll essentially underneath the tent wall on the outside.
So you're going to try and roll Frankie off you to roll out.
Yes.
Very good. Go ahead and give me a... You know what? I'm going to do unarmed combat with that, and I'm going to have you guys roll against each other. Frankie, you are going to have a +3 to this roll. It's going to be your standard unarmed combat, 2 dice rolls.
24.
23.
Oh boy!
Oh,
So you guys will see the group that's watching. Will see the two of them wrestling. Ray makes a rolling move. Frankie resets himself on Ray's back. Ray is able to flip. Frankie allows him to continue the flip and is back on top again. It was close. You probably have another action.
Yeah, that was. Let me forget. So, one of my arms is clasped behind my back.
Yes.
So, I guess I'm just going to go ahead and hit Frankie with the other arm.
All right,
Other
so
hand.
you're going to try and swing up.
Mhm.
Very good. So I'm going to give you actually -2 to the action. It's not going to be easy for you. You have the strength to move your body to take the swing, but you're not seeing what you're swinging at as easily.
What if I got ground fighting?
Yeah, then you would be able to do that. So go ahead and give me that roll. Frankie, you will not be rolling against him. I need to know
Okay.
your coordination.
4.
18.
With an 18, that will be a hit. Go ahead and give me a location. Before you roll, if you roll a location that is not accessible to you, it will be a miss. Yes.
Can I free dodge this? Because I have free dodge too. Can I free dodge while sitting on him? Because I'd rather take the hit and stay on him.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to let you free dodge.
Okay.
But again, did you hear what I had said?
Yeah.
So if he strikes an area that he can't reach, it's going to still be a miss.
That's an 11, wherever that hits. I don't know.
That is torso. That will actually be a hit. So go ahead and give me a roll. Does Frankie wear armor?
Mm-hmm.
And what is that armor value?
+2.
And vitality is?
4.
Very good.
That's a 16.
All right. So the final number for that is 10, which is not even a flesh wound. Frankie, you are not dislodged from that position. As far as I know, unless Wolf is taking that final action, we are going to
The
roll.
final action for Wolf
There we go.
is to keep himself from ripping Wright apart.
So that,
Still got one more.
oh, you still have a third? Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Fuck.
My apologies.
We'll see how this goes because that might change the action.
So there's a 14 hit?
14 will not hit.
Okay. Well,
And that's mostly what's happening is Frankie is still effectively riding you and can move. So Wolf,
Wish I had a cowboy hat.
Okay, so, like I said, it's that warring between them. Right now, they seem to have everything, for most part, in hand. Right now, despite the fact that he hates that, it's giving that advice to him, as far as he's concerned. He's right. Of course he is, because that's in his name.
That's all I wanted to hear.
Wolf is trying to keep whatever is
so you're
inside
just
of him.
going to pull in calm.
Yeah.
Do I have any actions as Ray here? There's only one thing Ray wants to do.
And that is?
He wants to try to discern what exactly Bonigal wants.
Okay, go ahead and give me and intellect roll.
Feel free to chip this one.
I'm sorry. Give me a will roll.
Thank you.
Please chip,
Yeah.
please chip this.
We've got quite a few chips, I think.
Yeah.
Start. Let's use my own personal reroll to start off. That was horrible. I'll go ahead and use one chip and see if we get any better.
Okay.
So is it just will or willpower?
It's
Is
will.
it this, I don't. Okay.
It's will. But you get to add your concentration to that.
Okay. As long as that's the case.
That's
That's a 17.
All right.
Chip.
So with a
That's after 2 chips already.
So with a 17, Ray, you have been, I keep saying being ridden, but again, same thing here. So the spirit has been in control of the body. It does not completely take you out of everything.
Yeah.
So as you kind of pushed and pushed and pushed, you are inside in a yelling match with this spirit.
Well, what we had done before was that I was like actually in like a cage match with this spirit.
Mhm.
I'm not change it however you want. I don't care.
Yeah.
Whatever it is,
That's
I
what
want
you
to
would envision.
stop.
Okay.
I want to basically whatever we're doing, I want to stop. Whether it's yelling, whether we're fighting, and I just want to take a deep breath and just ask it straight up. What exactly do you want?
So what you discern, because you're not going to hear it actually speak to you, what you discern is it seems to want anarchy.
Well, guess what?
Found the right group.
And it wants a body to be released into. And yours is a great body. It can cause all kinds of problems with this body. However, the concern is people keep finding it. I'll let you
For
wander
who?
over that. Huh?
For who?
What do you mean
Just
for?
anarchy in general, or
It
do you want
appears
to
to be
cause some?
anarchy in general.
That's
he doesn't
boring.
He doesn't seem to want to rule. Doesn't seem to want to control. Have slaves. Have followers. Just appears to want to cause problems. That's what you are getting with a 17. Okay. So we'll flip back up to the top. Wolf.
Holding my actions, one, getting that calm, but also in case something happens.
Dr. Wright.
So now Frankie's tussling on the ground with him.
Yes.
I think you could help us stop the monster now, please.
Get there.
Would I be able to, I don't know if it's going to take all my actions, be able to get into my release, which I do very often.
Very good. I like that. So I wasn't going to say anything. Wolf, your valise is not here because
Right.
you would not have brought it back with you and you
Right.
would have taken it there. Yes, you may get into your valise because you carry it on you at all times.
Perfect. So I pull out my gun for my valise.
The
my,
additional gun.
my additional gun that's bigger than all the other ones.
That one is called
That's
tenure.
I was thinking that would be second opinion.
It's called specialty. Specialty care. Okay, so no, I'll pull out tranquilizer.
And
Throw it at Wolf. That's a name. No, I'm just
Because
gonna.
it's not gonna do anything.
Yeah, it's more just for show. It's, you dumb, stupid. It just darts at you. No, and I'm just gonna try and poke at Ray, who I'm guessing might have some easier time hitting him because he's.
oh yeah, he's grappled. So I just need you to make a DR11.
It was actually meth.
No,
Meth
wait,
the
was
whole
that
time.
because the vials? I'm pretty sure we stated it that all my vials are the same, like whitish
Everything
liquid.
are white in color.
Yeah,
You
and
know
only
what they
I
are.
know where it is.
And he does have a bottle of Ayden there.
Oh, and I got a bottle of Werther, which is even worse. Do you want to bleed out of every pore in your body?
I've done that before.
Oh, well
Been there, done that. I'm good.
Okay, I'm gonna.
You don't know my training routine.
Microdosing further.
I can't be killed by it. Frankie's going down.
Did he really roll 2 ones?
Yeah,
Oh
because
my-
I didn't get to use my own die.
Oh my god.
Well,
All
if
right.
it's tranquilizer, it's not actually going to knock Frankie out. That's the good news.
It's gonna be really
obviously
weird
the
to everyone
spirit's
around
getting what it
us.
wanted.
Right.
Just Ayden.
So I do have this question. The throat cannot be tranked?
The throat cannot. Normal tranquilizers don't work. It needs to be a throat trank.
Yeah, it's not gonna do
Okay.
anything then.
So you're going, you're kind of, he's down, I can take him easily. And you go to stick it in his neck, at which point he bucks, Frankie moves forward, and you stick Frankie in the side.
Good God, Frankie, I am sorry.
What is that?
Don't worry, it won't do anything to you.
So, Raya, you're going to see him. I don't know if you know that they cannot be tranked. You do know that both of them are throats, correct?
Yes.
I don't know if you know that portion of it,
I
but
don't even know if Frankie knows they can't be tranked.
yeah, but you watch Wright very confidently stick Ray into Frankie and drain it.
I am going to try
Straight
and
through my arm into Frankie.
because I think
Fucking splits.
Frankie's going to get knocked out
Yep, you are pretty certain. Well, you're assuming that's what he
because I don't know what he stuck him with.
Right.
So I'm going to help reinforce
So you jump on top of Ray as well.
holding him down.
I was gonna say, when we went to that town, I thought there was a conversation about that. The tranks.
I just don't remember. I
No.
agree with you. I don't remember them having it with everyone. I think they had
There
it with
was a
each other.
conversation where you gave me the poison.
The Tetsi, yeah.
That was
Pepsi
recent.
poison.
Is that what you're talking about, Matt?
Yeah.
No, the tranks. Because we were in that town, then we found
Yeah.
out.
He was
Oh,
he's
yeah.
talking about
Yeah,
when you guys
uh-huh.
were in
Oh, the back with the worms.
Birmingham.
Yes.
Birmingham.
Okay, so then I would know that.
You would? Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because I needed to get the throat tranks in order to shoot.
Very
the thing.
good.
So yeah, we would know.
So, Barry, I'm functionally on the ground. I'd be perfectly okay if you don't let me do this, but this is the first time someone's actually missed an attack on me this time.
Right.
I have an ability called Riposte, which allows me to make a free attack against anyone who closes a close combat.
Not in the grapple.
Understood.
All right. So, Wright, we'll go back to you since you may have still more actions. I believe.
Yeah, I mean, I have 3 actions.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out another trank.
Yeah, I mean, I do have more traits.
All right, everyone hold still this time.
Frankie, my boy, hold him still.
Let's see how you like some anabolic steroids.
This is probably tranquilizer. I'm just gonna go again.
You might-
All right. Very good. So you're going to take an action to get the additional one out.
It was
Because
actually
you're going to have
high.
to reset it. And
Sure, and
go.
then use my
Please
last one.
botch. Please botch, because I want him to
It'd
just
be so
keep
funny.
sticking
It's
Frankie
still
in
really
the
bad, but it's not a bot. So I'll use my last reroll. That's a bot. No. No, this one's really good. This is gonna be. Is it? Would it fall under melee combat? Yeah.
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 Oh, yeah.
I mean, I would think I would use it with unruly patience. So 21.
21. So you will stick him. So at this point, Ray, I need to get a vitality roll from you, adding 6 to the roll.
It's a really big number.
So that,
Yeah.
I'm out of.
Chip to
well,
fail.
unless you guys want me to go.
No.
I would love you to chip to fail.
I've got a 19.
Do you drain the entirety of it into him? It is a full dose.
Yeah, it's a full dose.
Okay. So you will start going down, and you will start feeling him restrain the two of you who are holding. I'm sorry, not restrain. You are restraining him. You will start feeling him give up and start to relax. He relaxes down.
I do not let go or anything.
Yeah, neither do I.
At which point, the woman, the
And I'll
woman,
say, Ibis, if you would
the
kindly.
woman in black says, "He has to be conscious. What are you thinking?"
Okay, so you need him restrained but conscious. All right, could you all please? Could you all please tie him up?
Stopped inside it.
Tie him up. I'll wake him back up, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. What are you tying him up with? What are you tying him to?
There's like a center pole in this tent.
There is.
Cool. There you go. There's at least one part of the plan.
Tie his feet.
Wolf, I've done my job.
Yeah, to be honest, it's like, you fuck it. Sorry.
I have a belt I'm willing to sacrifice
Okay.
to the cause.
So what? I want to know what you guys are doing. So I'm assuming
Well-
he still has the scarf tied around his legs. You guys can cinch that tighter.
Since I hear him talking about that, I'll walk in there and throw him handcuffs.
Okay. And what do you do with the handcuffs? Specifically, where are you guys? So
So-
he is in your control. You
There's
guys-
a middle post.
Yep.
We're going to handcuff him around the post.
Okay.
We'll keep his feet tied, and then
Yep.
I'll belt his face to the pole.
Now I'm imagining it like,
Yeah.
here's the
In the
pole,
teeth.
and you're handcuffed like this to the legs, and then your face
He's
is
gonna have nothing to bite down on, so at least.
So you're going to drag
That
the,
seems a little extreme.
you're going to drag the belt through his mouth,
Yeah, and
across
then
his teeth, and then cinch it as much as you can.
around the pole. Yeah.
Okay, very good.
I'm not going to crack his face.
No, I
open.
understand.
Yeah.
He's still partners with you.
Uh-huh.
Here,
Are there any other restraints?
Let me help you, since this looks like this is your first kidnapping. I'm gonna put his back against the pole.
Yeah.
Make sure his hands are tied behind.
Yeah, we handcuff him around the pole.
And then we're gonna tie up his, keep the feet tied, but to use the belt and like do it higher up on his legs and stuff.
All right, so you take the belt that's around his mouth off.
Yeah.
Okay, and tie his legs. All right.
And then what I'll do is I'll grab like some napkin or some cloth there or something,
Yep.
and just stuff it in his nose or mouth.
Can you have you got any nosebleeds during this?
All
No
right.
sniffles.
Okay.
So, are we doing anything else to restrain him before? And Dr. Wright, you're fiddling in the valise. Right
So
now.
as they're doing it, yeah, I'm drawing another vial of some white liquid.
All right.
This sounds more meth.
I'm really sorry about what's coming.
All right. So,
It's math.
No, it's not.
Absolutely
It's
not.
something I created for myself, and my character does not know it's the one alchemy roll he failed, so it's imperfect.
Oh no!
So,
Oh fuck!
don't worry, he's not gonna die. So
do you
when
know what the imperfection does?
oh yeah, no, I wrote it
Good.
down because I knew
Good.
that I was gonna use it on myself at one point.
All right.
So what I have is one single dose of clarity. And clarity, with a wash of nausea and numbing pain, clarity instantly flushes all intoxicant, narcotics, toxins, and drugs out of the character's system. Immediately upon consuming the solution, the character sweats foul-smelling blood and must make a vitality roll. If he fails, he suffers -1 to vitality for 24 hours. If the character's vitality is reduced to 0, he dies. But I know you have a lot of vitality. But
It's
the
like
problem
my one
is,
thing.
it's imperfect, so you actually also will lose 2 wit and 2 coordination for D5 hours.
Oh no!
So you're gonna be a little messed up.
Doctor, what did you do?
But see, here's the other thing though.
Well,
What
unfortunately-
what I could do though, your coordination will go down a little bit more, but I could hit you with some meth to get your will and intellect up, but another minus to your coordination, so you can't move, and you'll be a little bit more there. Or what I
I
could
warned
do.
him about this. I said, you only have so many brain cells, and if they all get hit, you're gonna be hurt.
So I'll say, all right, is he sufficiently tied down? It looks like it.
We must hurry, she says.
Oh, this is going to be quick, but I am sorry. No, actually, I don't say it. Actually, no, I will. I'll be like, everyone, you're about to see him sweat blood. Don't worry, it's part of the process. Dr. Wolf will know this.
I'm going to stand
What?
behind.
And then I'll look back at you and I'll say, it's clarity, Dr. Wolf.
I don't want to get vomited on.
Very good. So, where do you move to?
Right behind.
No,
Behind him. All right.
That's a
Where
normal-
is everybody at
That's
this
a
point?
And actually, no, I'll say, Dr. Wolf, would you like to examine it before I give it to him?
We don't have time.
Oh, no, I know.
I'm just
We
gonna
need
take
to-
some water
we
and like
need to-
sprinkle
I'm
it on
sorry,
his
Frankie, I
face
didn't
and kind
mean
of
to snap
slap
at you.
him, see if that'll get him to come to.
Not a thing.
Damn it.
So I'm standing directly, like, to his right.
Okay.
And
Raya's behind. You are to his right, but close enough, I'm assuming, to grab that kind
kick
of
him
thing.
or whatever, yeah.
Very good.
No offense.
Ibis is standing in front of him, looking very impatient.
Okay, yeah, so then I'll go over. If Dr.
Wolf, where are you?
Wolf is not out of the tent, but he's not. There's like not necessarily an aversion, but he's not getting closer to Wright.
If you two are quite done, let's kill Bonagal
You're
now.
trying to find some clarity of your own.
And then
Yeah, so
I've got Ayden. Where are you?
Probably like standing next to Ray. Like, wait, so he's gonna. That doesn't sound healthy.
well, what I'm giving him is a drug that will kick out the tranquilizer nigh immediately, so it's kind of... It takes its toll, but don't worry, he'll be fine after a few hours.
Ray is very healthy. He will be okay.
All right.
So you're going to stick him?
Oh, yeah. So I stick him.
There's no roll. He is not fighting. So you stick him. So
Today, Ayden learns Dr.
30
Fly.
seconds passes, and you guys can just hear yourselves all breathing. Ray's breathing is a little bit low and raspy, but it seems healthy enough. Ibis is just staring at him at this point. After the 30 seconds, Ray starts to convulse. He thrusts forward 2 times against the pole. You don't see his eyes open. The second time, his head smacks the pole on the way back. It's a loud clunk that you guys
Another
hear.
vitality point.
I'm gonna roll to see how long it lasts. Just keep doing
Very
your thing.
good. He starts turning a little bit red. Actually, as you notice it, it's flushing. At which point, he starts sweating, and immediately the little bits of water that were on him turn to black, stinking blood. All of you have the masks, the standard canvas masks, because Ray's the only one that's not wearing the standard canvas mask. Are you wearing your mask right now?
I was in. Well, no, I came from outside, so yes, I would have my mask
Yep,
on.
that's what I thought. So, around the mask, you start seeing the blackened blood start to...
He wouldn't have the mask on because we pulled it off to gag him.
That's right.
Okay.
All right, good. So he starts bleeding down. It runs down
You're
into
welcome.
into the mouth gag. Additionally, on his arms, you will see it's coming out. The smell is strong. The blood is black in the candlelight that's in here. He shakes once. He shakes twice. Go ahead and give me a vitality roll.
It's a DR 14.
Okay, well that was at least a decent roll. That's a 20.
Okay, so
Roll it.
you do not retch completely. You dry heave for a bit, but you're able to keep it under control. And he starts to open his eyes. Ibis says, "Good, all of you hold him."
Yeah. I'll
Yeah.
put hands
Who
on.
clamps down on him? Who is touching
Absolutely,
him?
yes.
Okay.
I'm backing the hell away.
All right. So Raya's no
closer to
problem
Raya.
because she's grabbing behind him on his shirt.
Actually, here's what's going to be funny. He starts backing away. Wolf gets closer. It's kind of like this dance
Okay.
around the tent as Wolf's going to help hold.
Ayden, where do you grab him?
So I'm going to take the belt off the higher leg part real quick. And I'm
Okay.
going to slap it around his forehead and keep his head against the pole so he doesn't.
Okay.
As
All right,
I
so
originally suggested.
You are wrapping that against this blackened blood, so it's
Well, I'm drying. I'm going to be patting him down too if I can.
with what?
The gag I used in his
Okay,
mouth.
so you take the gag out of his mouth now as well.
Yep.
All right. So once the gag comes out, he does vomit forward on you. You'll take the gag and start wiping it away from his face. As you cinch that up, he is still leaking drips of that blackened blood.
Is it like projectile
And,
vomiting like The Exorcist?
Well,
No,
whatever.
not that bad.
This is important. So for your information, so the imperfection happens regardless of his roll.
Yeah.
So in 12 minutes, he is going to... what the hell?
Well, I'm gonna-
Observation,
Wish
tentative
never
result
worked.
induces rack bane. So after
Joke's on you. I already
affects
wished
character,
that.
he'll begin to retch uncontrollably for the next D5 hours. So for the next 1 hour, the character will suffer -2 vitality and coordination.
Right?
The character's attributes cannot be reduced below 1 as a result of this side effect. The character regains 1 point of vitality and coordination each day.
Oh,
That's a
God.
lot. For the next D5, the character suffers -2 to coordination and vitality. The character's attributes cannot be... That's weird.
That's weird. That's a weird writing.
That's a weird writing. I think, is it saying that within those hours it happens? That contradicts itself.
Yeah, well, we're going with what we originally talked about, which is he'll have it for 5 hours.
Okay, that works for me.
I'm gonna sit on his lap and brace an arm against his collarbones.
Gotcha. Okay. So where you're catching on the collarbones, you are pushing into that blood. All right. Raya's holding him where?
I am holding him back against the pole.
So you're all right, pulling on the pole. All right. So
And
I was
Wolf is going to, clamp down on the legs.
very good. All right.
We don't need him kicking out.
So Ibis begins
We are
speaking.
piles on this guy.
She says to you a few words. The only word you hear that's in clear English is hold. That's it. She realizes it, shakes her head, looks more in disgust than in anything else. You kind of guys read that even though you're only seeing eyes. And she begins now speaking in Egyptian. You assume it's a language that's similar to it. It could be Egyptian. For Ray, who is barely conscious, and Ayden, it is not Egyptian.
Okay.
But you like them think it has some similar sounds. But
Can I
the
try to
words that are being
recognize it?
sent are reasonably nonsensical. What was the question?
Can I make a roll to recognize it with my languages?
You may.
And can I add my wisdom of the ages to the roll?
You may.
Okay. So 20.
So you're not certain because nobody speaks these languages anymore, but it sounds Achaid.
Okay.
So much older, BC type language. And its pronunciations, and you think about the words that you've seen and the pronunciations that you've heard, and these pronunciations are similar but different. Again, for the rest of you, it just sounds like Egyptian.
Just like a dialect of it.
Yeah, exactly. So it may be a non-native speaker speaking it, is what you think.
Right.
So she begins speaking. The words that are coming out are continuous. They are low, but they start to build, kind of like we talked about with the whalers for sound. Ray, go ahead and give me a willpower roll. You are rolling against Bonago.
I saw the GM's face. Don't screw this one up. This might be your best chance.
Spend a chip.
Yeah.
Chips.
I'd like to spend at least
Word.
one.
How many chips do we have?
No, we got 3.
Oh.
Make that 2.
We got 2 now.
That's
there
a
was one over
better
here, too.
roll.
Aha. Then we got 3.
So
Spend
willpower
another chip.
plus-
21.
21 will win. So
Yay!
where you are at, you can still feel that cloudiness, that odd color. You are definitely in control of what's going on. What I envision with you is your perception, because you are also seeing the real world around you, but your perception is kind of that battle in the ring as you're striking. You've got him on the ropes at this point. So she begins speaking again. She drops from her chant to a speaking. Sounds like she's saying something to you guys. For Ayden, she says, you must, because it's in actual Egyptian, you must hold him still.
Okay.
He must not move.
Everyone
Which-
hold them still.
So you got, Ayden just finishes saying that. Go ahead and give me a vitality roll, Ray.
And is this with my current minuses thanks to the drugs?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Wait, this might be good or bad.
We'll find out soon.
That's a whopping 10.
So with a 10, as you guys are holding down everyone who's in front of him, he vomits again.
Oh.
Right up in the. Oh.
Yeah.
Yep, that's to be expected.
So what I
Wait,
now
actually,
need,
no, it's not to be expected.
what I
Yeah,
now
actually,
need
I
from the two of you in front is a willpower roll.
Wonderful.
Yeah, you would clearly know that's not supposed to happen.
Yeah. It's like, wait a minute.
I told
I don't
you
know
that's
if
why I
it's
was
the side
gonna
effect
stay
of the demon, though, yes.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Is it
rolling.
pea soup or is it blood?
You said
Or
vitality?
something else.
What is
It's
it?
it's demon juice.
It's willpower.
I got 10.
10,
13.
13.
Sorry.
From my enough.
Okay.
Do I have
18.
So Ayden, that it
Oh, yeah.
drains on you, and you're I'm out.
Yep.
You back up. You're
No,
you're
I'm
shaking
just
up.
going to give it right back at him.
My face is by his face!
Comments on me, I'm like, you bastard. All over.
Vomit, Frankie!
Oh,
You and
God.
Raya have to.
I envision into each other's
I'm
mouths.
behind
That kind of awful, just horrible stuff. So, Frankie, you are watching. Go ahead and give me another willpower roll.
Don't give the artist's ideas.
Spend a
Barry.
chip.
You broke Sequoia.
The record skipped.
Yep, this is me. You're probably wondering how I got it. Sorry. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
I got a 17.
I got another idea for a skip.
17.
I thought you botched or something.
So you are able to hold it.
Oh, great.
She begins again. She makes another pass with the chanting. The chanting starts building. Ray, go ahead and give me another roll.
I hate you.
Please don't.
Willpower. Wait, willpower or vitality?
I'm sorry, willpower.
Okay, that's better. Not much.
We have chips. We
Yeah,
have 3 in
use
there.
it, please.
Please throw a chip.
Please. We need to be gone with Monagle.
Oh, that's way better.
Nice.
Another 21.
And I can tell you, I am falling down the rabbit hole on my rolls. Okay, so you strike him, in your vision, you strike him once. He drops to the canvas. Count goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He gets back up. Okay? So for you guys outside, Ray bucks a couple of times. He is strong, but in his current position, he's not able to move any of you off of him. Ayden, you're still holding.
Yep.
All right. Give me a coordination roll to maintain your hold.
Did you really barf on me?
No,
I barfed on him.
he barfed on.
I am up against his face.
Well, then you got barfed on.
Basically, in the back of your head.
This is awful. Wolf's just at the legs, just like this is now.
We're looking at it wrong.
What's dripping onto you too, then?
So that's 9,
Ugh.
Everyone's going to be
12,
clothes after
16.
So with a
told you
16,
that's
you are
why
able
I
to
said
I
hold
pack
him.
a bunch of the
Okay.
exact same vest.
So Ibis, you can hear is tired in the voice this time. You definitely hear a change, and she says, "We're winning, but we do not have much more time. Everybody hold tight." She's saying in Egyptian.
And I'll say, everyone hold tight.
Okay.
We're getting close to either losing
She
or
starts
winning.
again. This time, her wail kicks up very loud and very high. Ray, give me another willpower roll.
Dr. Wright's like, I love it. Starts wailing. No, only the women do that.
Chip it.
Please spend a chip.
As many as you need.
That's better, but not great.
That is, you need up to a total of 2.
We got one more. Guarantee it. We can always earn these back.
Yep, throw it.
Don't forget your own rerolls.
I've already used those
Ah,
earlier.
but you can gain another point if you want to fall down that rabbit hole again.
I might, depending on what my math says here in a second. I'm pretty comfortable with a 20.
With a 20. Very good. So you strike him again. Once, twice. You knock him into the ropes. He comes out, takes a swing. You knock him one more time. This time he drops to the ground. The count goes to 7. Outside, she sounds defeated, completely exhausted. You can barely hear her as she says, "We must try one more time. The spirit has control of him and is not letting go." She says, "I haven't seen one as strong as this in over 100 years." And you clearly hear
Right.
that age.
So I still have my arm braced on his chest,
Yep.
but I want to reach into my inner pocket and pull out this cross.
Okay?
And I want to smush it against his face.
Like bending the nose kind of slightly. Not
Yeah.
perfectly, but okay.
Yeah, and I would rather drop the cross than let go of my hand on his chest. But then I'm going to start praying.
Very good. Ray, go ahead and give me a willpower roll. You will add the Frankie's charm, which is...
Fuck. 2.
That too could make the difference.
Wouldn't. No, actually, it wouldn't.
Do you want to give in to your corruption?
Give in.
Do it.
You know, we all have a point of corruption.
We all started.
Yeah, we all start with one.
I
doesn't mean anything.
Some of us have more.
How does this give into evil or whatever heck it is?
So you can do
So-
one more reroll, and you gain +1 in corruption.
Yep. To one, you'll choose that corruption or a new one that somehow fits the story as it's going right now, and you can choose to raise your current one by 1, any of your current ones by 1, or you can take a new one. So nope, you have to raise it to 2 because
it's
you're
not
using
really,
the second one, right?
No, so he can choose to gain another corruption of a
Okay.
different kind, but it has to be. What do you have? You have a desire?
Hedonist.
He has a physical and he has a desire. Is the one he
Okay, so
has.
it has to be either a physical or a drive. So it can't be another desire.
So either you increase your desire 1 by 1 to make it a 2, or you pick one of the other 2 and make that.
And I just get a reroll. I don't get any other
You just get
additional
one
to
reroll,
it.
yeah.
All you get from it.
And it's not necessarily evil corruption, it's just the entropy of the world slowly breaking you down.
Or you can just go with what you rolled.
Or you could just go with what you rolled.
But what I rolled isn't that good.
Are we out of chips now?
Yes.
We are currently out of chips.
You mean
We can't gift rolls, can we?
no?
Nope.
Well, I
Nah.
don't think so.
Can I burn 2 of my corruptions to get them a point?
All right, let's go farther down the rabbit hole.
Okay, we'll let you choose off camera. Go ahead and make your roll.
Well, I'll go on camera. I'm just going hedonistic too.
So you're going to second
So,
level.
Bonagal is winning the final round as far as the battle goes.
Yes, correct.
And then this is going to translate to the real world and to the ring. My body just lurches back and just this horrendous laughter breaks out, and I look at Bonagal, and I say, you know what? If you just would have taken a moment, just one blatant moment, you know, I'd like to make a little bit of chaos myself. For the right people, oh, hell yeah.
So, and Bonagal will smile back. He lets his hands go down. He doesn't even have his defenses up. He says, yes, join me. Go ahead and give me a roll.
Oh my god, it's 1 point better.
Hey, that 1 point could make a difference.
All right.
+2.
So
Plus two.
+2.
that brings me to 17.
With the +2?
Wow.
Yes.
So, for the rest of you out there, he lurches forward, nearly throws all of you off. His back extends against. There's no restraints holding his back and body there. So his legs arc up. Wolf, you're still riding on him. The two of you on his chest get pushed forward, not knocked free. His body straightens against the post with his head pushing hard. It strains there for a moment and then just drops back down. What you see is, as he drops his hand, he says, yes, join me. You strike him right in the middle of the head. And he goes down.
Sorry, but anyone who gets in the way of the people that I'm fighting for ends up 6 feet down in the ground.
Very nice. So we're going to put one back to the center. And from the outside, for all of you that are there, you will see a red swirl starts coming off of his shoulders. It goes up, continues to build. There's a force to it. For those of you very close, which would be just Ayden and Raya, if I'm thinking this right. Nope, you would be at his collarbone. It would be Ayden, Raya, and Frankie. You're going to actually feel heat coming off this and a tearing wind that whips at you. You don't feel blood, but you feel like something continues to strike at you. It spins, it rides up the pole, and rips through the top of the tent. Everybody in there will hear that the tent rip as it goes out. And whoever is not directly looking at Ray that's at least a ways off, which may only be Wright, is going to watch Ibis drop to the ground.
Oh no.
As she falls, she hits her head on one of the low tables and rolls into the pillows.
Ooh, shit.
At this point, Ray has dropped back and is just breathing calmly. There's no rigidity to his body. The tent flaps open, and Ahmed steps his head and he says, "What are you people doing? We need to go quickly. We need to go now." And we'll end there.
No!
We're in more pickles.
Thank you for listening to another NCRP Productions podcast. To stay on top of everything we're doing, you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and like us on Facebook, all at NCRP Productions. You can show your support and help us continue to produce content by joining our Patreon. We offer additional podcasts like our B-Sides and have GM materials, maps, and other fun things you can discover over time. You can find our podcasts on YouTube, Anchor, Spotify, Apple, Google, and many other fine podcast sites. Just look for us at NCRP Productions. We value your thoughts, so please don't hesitate to leave us feedback or comments. And if you would like to contact us directly, you can email us at ncrpproductions@gmail.com.